Laying down smoke.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Nalo, and today we're going to be talking about some trade-ups that you can do in 2020 to make profit. So there's a lot of people out there that are not into the investing or trading side of things and would rather just make their money in a little bit more of a gambler's way. With that being said, trade-ups are a very good option for that group of people, and so here are some you can use. I also want to give a shout out to TRADEUPHero.com. This is a very good website if you want to go find some extra trade-ups. Some of these are on TRADEUPHero.com and some of them are not. So with that being said, it is a good site. You can go check it out in the link in the description below. Not sponsored, just wanted to shout them out because they are a good site. I do know that some people prefer a video format over just looking through trade-ups on a list online, and TradeUp Hero can be a little bit slow sometimes, so that's why this video is here, even though some of these trade-ups are actually available on TradeUp Hero. Also guys, be sure to check out SkinBay. SkinBay is a very cool site with a very good UI to match, and you can get a lot of good deals on skins. It's one of the best third-party marketplaces out there in terms of both design, and it also has one of the best deals overall. It also has a lot of really good deposit methods that a lot of sites don't use, and it is a little bit more crypto-friendly, which are all very, very good things for the trading community. So if you are interested in checking out SkinBay, be sure to check out my link in the description below, and that will really help me out. So thank you for using that, and let's get into this video. Alright guys, so the first trade up we have today is one of my favorite trade ups currently, and it's actually a Shattered Web Operation investment trade up. You can get a little bit of money from investing in this trade up. So this one you are going to want to do a little bit more recently, a little bit more soon after this video goes out, because it is going to be pretty volatile and it's going to change in the future. However, I think this trade up will still be an option in the future as well. So anyway, this trade up is going to be 3 of the Norse Collection Blues in field tested condition. Keep in mind you can buy them in field tested condition and still get a factory new output. And then you're going to want to buy 7 of the MP7 Anodized Navies, or you want to buy 7 of the 5.7 Silver Quartz. Both of them are going to trade up to a single purple output and are not going to be all that expensive in general. So this trade is going to cost about $35 around there, and the best possible option of course is the Emerald Jormungandr, which is currently going for about 75 USD. If you get the other things in the Norse collection, it's all about an 18% chance, then you can get about a $50 output, which is pretty good as well. That's kind of close to about double your money. And then when you get the Pit Viper, of course, which is kind of around the 43% chance range, then you're not going to make any money at all, of course. And you can actually make this trade up a little bit more risky and make it cost less by taking out one of those Norse Collection Blues, and it will be a 57-43 split, and that will be 43 for a profitable outcome, and you don't have to spend as much on the trade up. It's going to cost about 25 rather than 35. Do keep in mind that the field tested blues from the Norse collection are going to be cheaper, and you're still going to get a factory new output, so keep that in mind when you're doing this trade up because you can save a bit of money. This next trade up is also from the St. Mark collection. It's also from the new Operation collections, and this one is going to be 4 of the St. Mark blues. This can be any of them in factory new condition. Should go for the FAMAS Sundown, I believe that's the cheapest. And then it's going to be 6 of the blues from some sort of other collection that trades up to a purple. Doesn't really matter. I believe Desert Eagle Meteorites might be the cheapest right now, so keep that in mind. Now this trade up is going to be a 33% chance to get an AK Emerald Pinstripe, which is about a $20 loss, about a $16 to $20 loss in that range. And then the other options are all going to be a good $16 to $25 profit. So with that being said, this trade up is pretty good. It's going to be able to get you one of those nice factory new AUG Midnight Lilies, of course, which look absolutely incredible in game. Do keep in mind that this trade up is going to require you to keep the float under a 0.10. However, because of the way that the Desert Eagle Meteorites work in terms of float, that shouldn't be too hard. Just make sure you keep it under 0.10 float, and you'll be good. Okay guys, this next trade up is probably going to be one of the best, truest 50-50s I've ever seen. So this one's going to be pretty much you lose about $50 more or less, or you gain about $50 more or less. So this one you're going to want to use AUG Stymphalians. You can use minimal wear ones and factory new ones in this trade up. You're going to want to use 5 of each. So you're going to want to use 5 factory news and 5 minimal wares. Keep in mind that the minimal wear ones have to have a float lower than 0.0778. So this one is going to be for, of course, the M4A4 Neo Noir or the MP7 Bloodsport. If you get the Neo Noir, you make about $50 and you get a $100 skin. And if you get the MP7 Bloodsport, you get a $8 skin, so you lose quite a bit of money on that. The trade up in general is going to cost you around $50 with a very good output chance, because you can actually do this trade up 2 times, meaning you can roll that 50% chance twice, and if you fail both times, you do lose a lot of money, but if you actually pass it at least one of the 2 times, you will make all your money back, and if you pass it the first time, you make $50, which is pretty good. It's a good true 50-50 trade up for all of you out there that don't want to mess around with odds and just want to do a true 50-50. Okay guys, next up, a no risk trade up. So this one's actually going to be one that, I mean, I guess it kind of is risky if you just account for Steam fees, because Steam fees are going to make you lose a bit of money on the worst output, meaning you do lose a bit of money overall. But if you don't account for Steam fees, you actually have a pretty good trade up here, and it's cheap. So what this one is going to be with the M249 Emerald Poison Dart, you're going to want to use, of course, 10 of these in a minimal wear condition, and depending on what float you use for these inputs, you can get different outputs in terms of the float itself. So if you use 0.08, keep it under 0.08, you're going to be able to get the best possible outputs for all skins. If you keep it a little bit higher, you will be able to get the best possible output in about 2 of the skins. And of course, if you go all the way up to 0.14, you might not get any of the good outputs. If I were you, I'd go for the best possible outcome and keep them under a 0.0824 float. So with that being said, this is going to be a very good trade up to just spam a lot of, because you do have a 66% chance of making a decent bit of money, about $4 or so, and you do have a really low 33% chance of doing Steam fees losing money, which means you technically don't lose money, it's just because of Steam fees that you actually do. So with that being said, this trade is very, very good. I would highly recommend doing a bunch of these before the prices level out a little bit more and kind of make this a little bit less profitable. Again, it's 10 of the M249 Emerald Poison Darts in minimal wear condition with a float cap of 0.0824. And the best outcome is the M4A1S Decimator, which is about a $4 to $5 profit. And with all of that done, we are now coming to the close of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and leave a like below if you did. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. If I do put out another video like this in the future and this current no risk trade up goes out of rotation, then you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed to get the instant information and make some profit off it before anybody else does, turning it into an unprofitable trade up. With that being said, thank you guys so much for all the support. I will see you all next time. Peace. Don't forget to join my Discord and possibly follow my Twitter at Nalo Video.